Alrighty, 9:15, ready for some New Year's stretch or New Year's Eve stretch. So welcome. We will start by taking a nice deep breath, drawing the shoulders back and coming into our good posture. So that means that tailbone is going to be directly underneath you. We can feel the belly button firmly pulled inward. Our breath is going to open our rib cage. Our exhale is going to help us stay tall and tighten those muscles just like a corset. So use that breath again. Remember, when we're stretching, you've got to stay comfortable. You don't want to hold the breath. So take that breath up. So we start out with a few focuses on our breath so that we can remember that it needs to stay nice and steady. Deep breath up, and then deep breath out, nice and long. As we come up to the top here, let's hold for a moment and think about those shoulders coming down. And with a deep breath, we'll let ourselves wave over to the right side, pressing those arms a little further back, and then we'll exhale to the other side. So breathe what's comfortable, but make sure you are breathing consistently. Back to the center. Right here, we're going to pull those arms down, and as we drop the shoulders, we're going to push the elbows back to the wall. And really tighten through the shoulder blades without letting the shoulders come to the ears. We want to keep them down. And right here, keeping those shoulder blades pinched, we're going to use them to open the arms. And then we're going to close them. So just squeeze those shoulder blades together. This is your rotator cuff exercise. We sometimes do on the floor. But this way, we can at least get them a little more activated and warmed up. As we come back to the center, relax those arms and let's focus on that lower body for a little bit. We're going to try to alternate between upper body and lower body. So we move the feet. We actually don't have to pick them up high, or you can if you want to, but we want to kind of get them loosened. And we'll take them a little bit out to the side. So a little bit of dynamic stretching, which we'll do later on as well, but getting those muscles moving through a range of motion. And then bringing the heel up behind you, making sure your knee is pointing to the ground, not trying to bring it in front. So feel the hamstring, the back of the leg, as you pull that heel upward. Good, and then we'll just let those legs loose in a second, take them about shoulder width, and we'll get back to our good posture and we'll open the arms up. So open on that diagonal, take a deep breath as you exhale, the arms push back, tailbone stays underneath you, bring it on in, deep breath other direction. A deep breath, coming back, this time squeeze your shoulder blades a little more. Use them to help release the chest. Bring it on in and to the opposite side. And in all the way down. So we're going to work those feet out a little bit wider, and feel free to hold on to a chair or the wall or something if you need it. And we're just going to bend side to side. So as we do this, let your butt stick out a little behind you. Let your hips hinge just a little bit. So we keep the weight on the heel as these legs go side to side. We don't want the knees jutting forward. That's why we push the butt back. We just have that weight on the heel. We're going to take to one side and we're going to straighten the body. So with a little bend in the knee, we're actually going to let ourselves slide down this way. So we want to feel a little stretch in the inner thigh and a little stretch on the outer side. Shoulders are back and balanced, and we'll come back up to the top and we'll switch sides. So this has the heel pressed in. We sit up nice and tall, and then we're just kind of bending to the other side. So stretching the inner thigh, and outer part of your back. Good, coming back to the center. Walk those feet into about shoulder width and take it to a little squat. And as we do our squat, yes, we are really sticking the butt out. We are hinging at the hips, the most important part. Your chest stays up. Don't look at the floor. Look straight ahead. That way we can keep that posture a little better. And as you stand up, pressing through the heels. So the entire leg tight on the way down, a little more through the heels on the way up to get those hamstrings worked. Nice and warmed. Good. From here, we're bringing the arms straight out and we're going to pull them out wide. So think of this like a chest fly, like the exercise. Hands here, bend the elbows as you come back. Take a deep breath. Open the chest, lift through the spine. Exhale, squeeze back a little more. Get those shoulders down. Get your back firm and strong. One more time. Open it up, use that breath. Exhale, let the shoulders drop. Feel that back stay strong. Good, then relax those arms. From here, we're going to take just one arm up, and from here, we're going to actually come on the other side and gently take it across the body. So feeling a nice stretch across the upper back. And then we'll come forward, we'll take the other arm out, and we'll go across the body here. So that arm is straight, it's extending, getting a gentle stretch. Good, we'll go one more time each side. So drop the shoulders, take it on the outside, bring it all the way across or as far as you want to, keeping the rest of your body straight forward. Back to the center, other side. Always good posture. Your knees are still slightly bent, stomach is tight, arm is extending. Good, back to the center, bring it down. So let's take those legs and move them a little bit more. This time maybe a little teeny higher. But as you do that, think of your tailbone coming underneath you. So almost like you're stretching that lower back by bringing those knees up. And if that's not comfortable, you can keep them low. And then from here, we're gonna lift them to the front. Now, I didn't say kick, it's a lift. So it's a straight leg, it's your Frankenstein. You think about extending the leg away from the body. You're not trying to kick it, you're not trying to lift it high, you're trying to stretch it away from your body. So feel the back of that leg stretch. And don't worry if you're wobbly. You're not supposed to be balanced on this part. Good, one more time. Beautiful. So we loosen this up. We're gonna go back to that upper body for a little bit. And right here, we're gonna draw that posture perfect, elbow underneath us. And we're gonna take the arms straight out. So this time, we're gonna pull the elbows back. Right here, we wanna squeeze the upper back. And then we wanna release. Now when we release, we don't wanna overstretch. We wanna keep our back a little bit tight. So we pull back, we squeeze the back. And then when the arms come forward, the elbows are gonna stay a little bent because you're gonna keep that pinch in your shoulder blades. We have to strengthen the back for important good posture. So we don't wanna overstretch the back. So pull it through. Good, nice and tight, shoulders down. We gotta train your back to be strong and keep your posture nice and steady. Good, from here, bring those arms, let them relax. We're gonna take your right arm behind your back. First thing we're gonna do is stretch a little bit of that front shoulder. We're gonna do that by pulling the elbow back and then letting it relax. And then take a deep breath, exhale, pull it back. This time, hold it there. Remember, your stretches have to be comfortable. If you're straining, you're gonna hold your breath. That's gonna tell your muscles to tighten. Release that shoulder. And one more time, press it back. Should go a little bit further. And we'll hold it there for a moment. Breathing comfortably, of course, and let it relax. From here, if you wanna grab the other arm or just let the fingers dangle, that's fine. But we hold that good posture, and with a deep breath, we'll exhale and we'll let the head fall to the opposite side. So as we do that, let your left shoulder drop down a little bit. Don't force it, just let the weight of your head do the stretching for you. The only thing you have to think about is possibly moving the elbow a little back, but I'd really rather have you just think about that shoulder dropping to the floor. And then we'll bring that head nice and steady to the center. And we'll release that arm and bring the other side up. Now, oftentimes we have one side tighter than the other. So with this one, let's pull it back and forth. So we're gonna open up the front of that shoulder. It's the part that gets tight the most on us. We'll open that up a little bit. And then this time we'll take it back there and hold it there. So just hold it there. It should be in a comfortable position that you feel is actually stretching the front of the shoulder. It might not be as something you want to hold all day long, but maybe push it back a little more and see how it is. And then we'll go ahead and let that stay a little longer. And then we'll release. And then we'll push it back and it should feel a little bit better. Good. So from there, we'll see if those fingers want to come around to this side. And we'll take a deep breath and we'll let the head fall the opposite direction. So as we do that, we still want that shoulder on the left side to drop a little bit. Using that breath just to let your body relax, because if it's tight, it's going to try to fight some of these positions. We don't want to fight it, we want it just to relax. Good, then we'll bring it slowly back to the center. And we'll release that side. And from here, we'll take both arms behind you. And we will push them to the floor and lift up the chest. So right now, I am just resting on my butt. Okay, we're not going anywhere with it. We're just sitting nice and tall. And we're gently pushing the shoulders to the floor. Now you're going to think about your head lifting to the ceiling. That's that tall posture, like you've got a stack of books on your head. Now as we take a deep breath, if you'd like to, you can take your arms and slowly raise them up to wherever is comfortable for you. And if it's not comfortable, don't do it. But your body posture stays the same. You stay tall. You can hold that position. You can take a breath and see if it wants to go a little more, but don't force it. Feel that breath open up the chest and get it nice and tall. And then release, dropping the shoulders. Good. As those hands release, wiggle the fingers. Yeah, the forgotten body part. Our fingers, we're going to open them up nice and wide. Nice and wide. Yep, let them stretch too. They like to move. And then we're very, very gently going to take one hand and use it to draw some of the fingers back. And think about the wrist and the palm stretching forward. We want to feel that forearm stretch a little bit, right on the bottom part. And then relax. Let's get the other side. So hands are up, but you're just gently holding it there, pushing that arm forward, feeling that stretch underneath your forearm. Good. Then we will release that. We'll just open those fingers a little bit more. So from here, we're going to go ahead and take those feet a little wider than shoulder width. And of course, we're going to come into our squat position, which really is just the hinge or the short stop position. Your weight is on the heels, your knees are a little bent. We're going to lift that chest and we're going to rotate to one side. So as we do that, we want to keep that chest up. Take a couple of breaths. And then we'll come back into the center and we'll reset that. So we'll draw the shoulders back. It means your elbows pull back. Chest lifts a little. We come to the other side. Lengthening through the spine as we rotate towards that side. Nice. Then we'll come back to the top. And we'll slowly rise upward. Excuse me. So from here, we're going to stagger our feet. I'm going to turn sideways and put the right foot forward, left foot back. Now we're going to stagger them, whatever's comfortable for you. All right. It does not have to be far apart. I don't want you to be wobbly. But from here, what I want to do is take the arms straight out. We're going to let that front leg bend just a little bit. And we're going to rotate over that front leg. So going this way. So if I'm facing you, I won't be on the mat, but that's okay. We're here. The arms are straight, the shoulders are down. We're rotating just to whatever feels comfortable. As we come back to the center, we're going to lift that up. You can let those legs straighten just a little bit if you'd like, because we're going to tilt the tailbone underneath you. You want to focus on this hip flexor. So your left leg, you want to feel that lengthening. Pushing that leg gently towards the floor as you lift the body to the ceiling. The arms are overhead, pressing back behind your head, because that's going to help us get that connection to the lower back. So nice and long. Good. And we can release that. And we'll step and we'll switch legs. So this might be a different distance, whatever feels good to you. We always start with our good posture. We're going to bend that leg a little bit. And we're going to reach slowly towards that leg. So as we reach towards that leg, shoulders stay down. Don't let the elbows bend. Keep those arms extended. We want to stretch that lower back. If your front leg straightens a little bit, that's fine, but a little bend in the knee can help. Back heel is on the floor because you are nice and steady. Good, and as we come back to the center, we come overhead. And we press that behind the head. So we're always trying to open up that chest. And then we're going to tip that tailbone underneath you a little bit forward. And as you keep breathing, you're going to lift that chest, lift your ribcage to the ceiling, and you're going to think about that back leg extending away from you. You want to feel the lengthening all the way down. That's that muscle that gets tight when we sit, and we all know we sometimes sit too much. Good, and we'll release it down. And we'll step that in a little bit. And with those feet still shoulder width apart, we're going to do our hay bales. So we'll get our little squat, and we'll come up and we'll rotate. We'll come down, little squat, and rotate. So remember, when you're rotating, arms can be either completely straight, they can be in by your side, but you're thinking about the hips staying forward and the upper body rotating away. We're trying not to move the hips so that we can really stretch that low back. And your lower back tends to like these types of dynamic movements. That's why we do a combination of everything. All right, so we'll go one more each side. So rotating, whether your arms were out or whichever way you wanted them. Good. And as we relax that, we're going to hit that upper body one more time before we go onto the floor. So we'll bring those arms up. And we're going to take one and either bring it to your back of your shoulder or even behind the head. And we're going to think about trying to get that elbow to the ceiling. And if we can do that, then we'll think about maybe pushing a little bit back. It's as if you're walking your hand down the middle of your back to scratch an itch. But we really are focusing on the arm itself moving back because we want the chest and the shoulder here to open up. So once you get it in position, think about gently moving the whole shoulder arm area back. And then we can take a deep breath. We'll let it come down. And we'll bring it right back up so that we can do the other side. So both sides might not be the same. If this one's not comfortable, you can have it out here. So figure out where it needs to be, but make sure your head is straight. Do not bend your head down like that to try to do it. If you can't do it, don't force it. So deep breath. Yes, you're also stretching the tricep, but we're thinking about moving this arm back. So opening up through the chest. Deep breath to get that stretch on its own. Then relax. And as we bring that arm down, we'll actually take it to the top here because we're going to take it apart and we're going to open up more. So we're going to push the elbows back to the back wall. Keep that head centered. Keep your tailbone underneath you. No arching of the back. Good. And you know what? That's going to bring us into our cactus. Here we go. And then bring us all the way in and all the way down. And speaking of down, we're going to the floor. So we'll be on the knees just for a little bit. So if you have knee pads and you want to use them, great. Otherwise, you can roll your mat up a little bit. But right here, we're just going to get a nice little cat and cow stretch. So pull your shoulders back, take a breath, and slowly press your spine to the ceiling. You can take a couple of breaths while you're doing it. And then on your next exhale, we can release it. We pull the shoulders back, lift that tailbone up, come into our cow. Think about the shoulders pushing back away from the head. And then release as we return back to our cat. Let's press the arms gently into the floor. Think about that upper back stretching. Good. And as we release, we're going to take the arms forward. We're going to put the right arm and then the left arm. And then we're going to sit back a little bit. So you can tailor this however you want. You can sit back a little bit, keeping the butt in the air, or you can bring the hands closer to you and sit back all the way on your butt. Whatever you do, make sure that the shoulders are comfortable. We don't want to overstretch, but we do want to feel that stretch through the outside of the back. So as you take that deep breath, you should feel your back open up, and then as you relax and exhale, you feel your chest drop to the floor. So remember, it's not your chin, your head is still pressed over your spine. And then as we come back up to the top, we'll take it to the other side with the left arm first and then the right, and then we'll sit back to whatever feels right here. So we are primarily focusing on the upper back stretching and letting the arms kind of push out a little bit. But we have that secondary stretch of the spine and the lower back. And again, if it's not comfortable, move your hands back closer to you. You can let the elbows bend a little bit to have your back feel more comfortable. So that deep breath opens everything up, and then we'll exhale to relax. And then we'll take it up to the top. And from here, we're going to bring one leg in, one leg out to the side. So in this position, you can definitely hold on to the floor or something else, but we're going to be just sitting back. So I'm going to show you here from the front. You do need to brace a little bit. But if you were to see where my butt is going from the side here, it's just back a little bit. So little rocks back and forth. If you want to, yes, you can go lower, but you don't have to. It's just that butt kind of pushing back gently. Small range of motion. We are stretching that inner thigh. All right, so that small little back and forth motion, little teeny hip hinge, just like we did in the beginning. You can also think of it this way. Then we're going to hold. We're going to tense that thigh. This is where we feel like we're going to pull it in, and what we're doing is telling that inner thigh, push into the ground. Show me how strong you are. And once it does, it knows it's safe, and we can work that foot out a little bit further. So little teeny bit, doesn't have to be much, and then we're going to sit back on it again. So just using that dynamic stretch, sitting back and feeling that lengthen in a nice safe spot. And then we'll stop and we'll pull that leg in again. So you can stay this way, or if you want to come up, I'm just looking at you. Pull in, press the foot into the floor, feel that inner thigh get real tense. And once that leg says it's strong, it knows it's strong in that stretch, then it's willing to go a little bit more. So move that foot out a little further. And yes, we could be sitting here doing this all day, but we're not gonna. We're just doing 3 of them. So we're gonna sit back and forth, nice little rock, and it should be a gentle stretch, all right? Shouldn't be anything too crazy. It should be like just a gentle little stretch through that inner thigh. Good, and then all we're gonna do is walk it in heel to toe. Heel to toe all the way so that we can switch sides. We extend the other leg. Now we also know that our 2 sides are not the same. So as we sit back, whether you're holding down here or if you have a yoga block, you just whatever's comfortable for you. As you can see, whatever position you're in, it's fine as long as you're sitting your butt back. You're hinging slightly in the hips, and we're stretching that. You better be feeling that. And then we'll hold it. We'll push the foot into the floor. We'll try to think about dragging the foot towards us to get that inner thigh to activate nice and strong. Release it and walk it out. So remember, you're always in control of your body. Sit back. You can make everything as gentle as you want, but we don't need to go super intense. If we go super intense, then your muscles are going to tighten and you're not going to get anywhere. So we have to get that fine line. So hold it, push it into the floor, drag it in, feel that strength. And this is also where you will feel a difference between the 2 legs. Release, walk it out. And then we'll sit back one more time for a few. So yes, feel free to do more of these later. Do more rounds if you want to and see how far that leg will go. In time, it'll keep going. Good, then we're going to just walk it in. Nice and gentle. From here, we're going to go ahead and take one leg forward. I'm going to turn to the side. We'll take your right leg forward. And then we'll just get a little gentle rotation. And then we'll come back to the center and we'll just swap that out. So we'll bring that foot up nice and centered. And if it's not comfortable on the floor like this, we can do it in a chair. Good. And then from here, we will go ahead and sit down, actually lay down. So we're going to actually start with our quadricep stretches first. Usually we do them towards the end, but what I want you to do is go ahead and lay down, roll over onto one side. I'm going to roll over onto my left side, and we're going to do both legs. So here we're going to get nice and straight, and we're going to take that top leg. You're going to see if you can find the ankle or the toe or the pants, whatever you can grab, and you're going to get a hold of it. And you're going to stay nice and straight, just like you would do if you were standing. And then we're going to take that knee from the knee to the thigh, and we're going to see if we can move it back a little bit. Now, I'm not pulling it with the hand. We're moving the thigh back. You might think that you're going to fall over. So we can also tilt very gently think about pushing the hips forward. Tilt the tailbone or push the hips a little forward. We want to feel that stretch from the knee all the way up while you're nice and fresh. And then we'll let that leg relax. And yes, we are going to grab the bottom leg. So bend that leg. Now it might come up at an angle like this, and you can grab it and you can stretch it there too. Same thing. We're not pulling the leg, we're just holding the foot. We're moving the thigh back just a little bit. We're bringing the heel as far up as we can, and then we're tilting that tailbone forward. Now with this bottom leg, you can gently push it towards the floor if it wants to go that way. Good. And then from here, we just let it relax. So we can roll onto the other side. And rather than me facing my butt to you, I'm just going to spin around real quick. So this time on the other side, you're going to take that top foot again, and we're just going to hold it first. Don't try to rush into it. Just see if you can grab something. If not, don't grab anything. Just leave the foot there. Just hold that. Okay, so we're going to take that thigh and try to move it back. So that's the same thing. If you can't hold the foot, that's fine. Just think about moving that thigh back a little bit. And really, this is something you should do every day. Tailbone pushes or hips push a little forward, either way. And then we'll release that leg. We'll do the other one. So find the other one. It's there somewhere, I'm sure. And we're going to go ahead and get that. Hold it first. Then you can think about moving the thigh back a little bit. So remember, the body's pretty much staying straight. We can push the hips forward a little bit. Sometimes it's kind of challenging in this leg, but we can still do it and get a deeper stretch. So if these are pretty intense or you can't grab the foot, then definitely do it every day. You can even do it twice a day. It doesn't take very long. So let that relax. Good. So for now, you're going to roll onto your back. I'm flipping around because it's easier for me to look at you from this angle. All right, so you are on your back. And we're going to start with our posture on our back. So work those shoulders down. Yes, the chest should rise a little bit. And from here, we'll let those arms come out to the side and feet together. And we'll get a little windshield wiper action. So we'll come over to one side, over to the other side. Now, something I notice is that most people do this way too fast. So nice and slowly. You do want to try to get your legs as far down to the floor as possible before you start to the other side. So just to be sure, take it over to the right side, leave it there. Gently press those knees to the floor. Keep the shoulder down on the opposite side. You feel that stretch now. And then take your breath to the other side. Once those knees are pressed down as far as they can to the floor, think about the opposite shoulder. Is it down? Really down? Meaning the top of the shoulder, everything, not just a little piece of it. Good. Let's bring it back to the top. And here we're going to open up. So take those feet as wide as your mat or even wider. So we have our little 90-90. We come over towards the left and then over towards the right. So we're going to do a few where we are just moving through it. Thinking about just dropping those legs side to side, getting a little bit of that dynamic stretch. And then when we head back over to that right side, we're going to hold it there. So here, the knees are still pressing to the floor. But that left knee, you're pressing a little more towards the mat and you're feeling that deeper stretch. And we'll bring it to the other side. Same thing here. We'll press that down. Now as that leg presses down, that right leg presses down, where are your shoulders? Are they both on the floor? Because if this is very tight, you might be lifting off, and we don't want that. Upper body stays straight on the floor. So bring it back up. Do it one more time. Take a breath. Work those feet over to the other side. Press that leg to the floor. And really try to feel that hip flexor open up. Or you can think about lengthening that leg away from your body. And then we'll take it to the other side. Once we get there, we can press that leg down. We can also think about lengthening that leg, and we can make sure both shoulders are on the ground. Oh, and you're breathing too, I hope. And as we return to the top, we'll walk those feet in, and we're just going to take one leg. So let's try your left leg. Draw it in gentle, grabbing underneath the knee and just nice and gentle, not real hard. Other side now, gentle draw in. Don't force it. I don't want your upper body getting tense either. Good. And from here, we will walk those feet back and then all the way together. So as we reset the upper body too, we pull the shoulders down. We're going to take a breath and come up into our bridge position. Now with our legs all the way together, we might not get as high. That's okay. We're just going to basically do an active pelvic tilt. So we're coming up and down. And all we're doing is thinking about squeezing the stomach and the low back together. Just a little bit of movement in them. And then we'll stop right here at the bottom and we'll let those legs open up. And then we'll close. We'll make some little dynamic butterflies. Out and in. So nice and gentle. This is that inner thigh again. It should actually be a little looser since we did some work on it. This time let's hold at the bottom. And just take a breath, let it relax. You can relax the arms too. And from here, let's bring the arms straight up. And we're going to do some of our pullovers for the back. So take a deep breath. As you exhale, push your shoulder blades into the ground, and that should raise your arms upward. Take a deep breath as you stretch back to the floor. Exhale, push your shoulder blades into the ground. So what we're doing is working that rotator cuff system, those muscles in the back that support your shoulder. But as we stretch here, we're stretching through the abdomen, but as we start to press and exhale, we're actually working the abdominals too. So we have to use all those stabilizer muscles through the abdominals when we're using our back and our shoulders, kind of the forgotten muscles. Good, so we'll release those arms and we'll bring those legs back to the top, and we will take them wider this time. Good, because here we want to take those knees, push them out to the side. So you can put your hands here and just have a gentle amount of pressure, nothing more. And we press up and down. So what we're going to do when we press up and down is I want you to think about pushing through the heels and pushing those knees a little bit out to the side. So we're nice and tight in the glutes. We're also pressing the heels down to feel some of those hamstrings. And we're pressing those hips to the ceiling to stretch a little bit through the hips and the low back. Now I know you don't get to feel the hamstrings a lot on this one, so we're going to walk those feet all the way together, about shoulder width, not perfectly together. And we're going to let them stay a little bit further away from our butt. And we're going to lift the toes a little bit so they're barely off the floor. So now we have that heel focus. If you have a yoga block, you can actually put your heels on top of the yoga block. And here we're going to press up and we're going to come down, but not all the way. Press right back up. So before our butt hits the ground, we want to press up nice and high, and that's going to help us feel those hamstrings more. The other muscle besides your back that stays loose, that doesn't get enough work and is weak. As we press up, you will feel some of your glutes and you will feel some of your lower back and your abdominals tightening because they're all working. Beautiful. So from here, we have everything all nice and warm. We're going to take your left leg and we're going to extend it as far as you want it to go. So holding right there. Now hopefully it's up by your knee. If we do a swing or a dynamic stretch here, we don't go below the knee because that will arch your back. So just a couple little swings here. And then if you'd like, if you have a strap, you can hold it, or you can just use your arms. But the thing is, we don't want the arms to be tight or tense. We don't want your upper body to be trying to lift up because it's too tight. So let the hands drop down to wherever's comfortable so that basically they're holding your leg there. They're not pulling your leg. So take a breath, let the leg come back a little more. See if you can do it with no hands. And then you can gently hold that there if you want to, but ultimately you should be able to hold the leg there. Good, we'll take it down to the knee. Take a deep breath, exhale, and pull it back. Hopefully it goes to the same spot. Good. And as we bring that down this time, We're going on to the opposite knee. Arms are going to relax. Now I know you can grab through here for figure 4, but we're going to lift this up, and we're not going to use the arms because we tend to tense too much and try too hard. So we're just going to take that tailbone and tilt it towards the ceiling. And if we feel like it's kind of backing off like it'll do, we'll push it back again. You can also gently, if you're going to do anything, gently fold the leg here. But don't pull on it. Don't try to help. Let your body do it all by itself, because you know what? You're also working your abdominals here. And hopefully you're breathing, 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 breathing. So we'll bring that down. So remember, there's a reason why we do things sometimes without the assistance of the hands. Cross that leg over. Let everything fall to one side, either side, because we're going to do both. But the important thing is here, pull your shoulders down. Reset that upper body posture. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Yeah, just because I said exhale doesn't mean you had to move anything. Sometimes you just got to let it relax. Okay, so now you can take that deep breath and exhale to the other side. So those legs stay crossed. We come over. And what's going to happen is we're going to try to get pulled to that side. So your shoulders need to stay flat. Legs you don't have to think about. Shoulders stay flat. Take a breath. Get the rib cage lifting to help lengthen between the low back and the upper back. And then just breathe. And as we come back to the top, we'll take that leg off. And we'll see about the other leg. So we'll take that one up. Okay, so as that comes up, of course, you're automatically going to press the spine into the floor. So here, we're going to get back to the opposite knee and come back. I am super tight on this side, so I know I'm not going to move much. But you can assess yourself. You've got one side that's tighter than the other, you might have to spend a few more stretches on it. So then we'll hold it. And then we can use our hands just to help give it some support, so it can stay in that position, but not really be working as hard, because we know that we're going to make it work hard in a second. So as we take those arms away, we'll see if that leg can come back anymore. And keep our breath going, and we'll take it to the opposite knee. Bring it back up, see where it is. And you know it's going to kind of fade away, so we can pull back a little bit more to keep it there. And then we'll go ahead and bring it on to the opposite knee. And here, we know it's supposed to open up a little bit. Give it a little help. Take a breath and we'll lift that leg up. So from here, we can just hold. But our goal is to gently use that left leg to push back towards us. So as this pushes back, it's a little pelvic tilt. So you do get some lower abdominals working. And of course, each time you breathe, each time you exhale, you're getting your upper abs to work too. So let that keep pushing in a little bit. If it backs off, do it again. And then we'll slowly release down. Crossing that over. Taking a breath and letting it fall to whichever side you want. And then resetting the shoulders all the way down. If you want to, you can actually extend your arms out to the side. Sometimes making sure that opposite elbow is down will keep your shoulders where they should be. Use that breath, feel that side lengthen. And then next breath, you can take it to the other side. So let those fall. Then reset the upper body. So yes, there's a stage to each thing. Reset the upper body, put the arm out to the side if you need to. And just let it hold and relax. All that stretching is going to do the work for you just with the weight of your legs. All you have to do is just let it happen. And then as we bring those legs back to the top and uncross, you can draw the knees to the chest, gently underneath, because we want a gentle and we don't want to push through on our knees. You can let it come out to the side if that makes you feel better too. And then we'll bring them together and down. And from here, we're going to take your lower back and press it into the floor. So this is that pelvic tilt that if your legs were in the air, bent or straight, you would actually be working more of those lower abdominals. But if we can just use this as almost like a cat stretch, but also an awareness of those lower abdominals, it makes them easier to use when we're doing our exercises. So exhale. That was a long exhale. And that's how it should be. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Keep exhaling. Keep exhaling more. You will feel more abdominals come in, and then release. So think of exhaling a little longer than you think you can. Deep breath one more time. Exhale. Keep exhaling. Exhale. Tighten abs and release. Excellent. From there, we're going to roll onto your side and gently push ourselves up. We do that so we don't whiplash our neck, which doesn't hurt us at the time, but over time it does. So from here, we're going to point those toes to the floor. We're going to slowly walk back onto the heels, and we can open up those feet. We have a little wider base. We're going to be a little more steady. We're going to keep the knees bent and come up to the thighs. So we're back in that braced position, that shortstop position. And from here, we're going to rotate to one side again. And then we'll come back to the center. We'll reset, shoulders back, chest lifts, we go to the other side. And then we come back to the center. We'll press that chest slowly to the ceiling. And we'll get back into that tall posture, shoulders back and down, reaching to the floor, and we can heel to toe those feet in to shoulder width so that we are in our nice normal posture. So let's remember, in that normal posture, your tailbone's underneath you, your shoulders are back, your chest is out, your back has that nice curve, it's not arching back, and your butt's not sticking out. It's right in perfect alignment. So take a deep breath all the way to the ceiling. Exhale down into that nice strong posture. And one more time, reach it up. Exhale down. And I know time flies when you're having fun, but that is the end of our stretch for today. Nice gentle stretch. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful, safe New Year's Eve, and looking forward to the next year and helping you guys reach a lot more of your goals. So I will see you next year. Make sure you hit the like button if you were here, and leave a comment too if you can, so I know you were here.